All right, buckle up, buttercups, because we're about to dive into the latest Kardashian West family drama. And trust me, this one's spicier than your grandma's secret chili recipe. Kanye West is reportedly gearing up for what insiders are calling an all-out war with his ex-wife Kim Kardashian, and the battlefield? Their 12-year-old daughter, North's wardrobe. Yeah, you heard that right. We're talking corsets, platform boots, and a viral TikTok that's got the internet more divided than pineapple on pizza. So grab your popcorn, smash that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, because Celebrity Treadmill is about to serve you all the tea, and honey, it's piping hot. Picture this: Rome, Italy, August 2025. Kim Kardashian and North West are living their best la dolce vita, strutting through the cobblestone streets like they own the Colosseum. But here's where things get interesting. North, just 12 years old, steps out in an outfit that would make even the boldest fashionistas raise an eyebrow. We're talking a tight corset-style top that's giving full Renaissance Festival meets Fashion Week energy, paired with short skirt that barely qualifies as a skirt, and platform boots so high they could probably be seen from space. The look? Controversial. The internet's reaction? Absolutely nuclear. Within hours, that TikTok video had racked up millions of views, and suddenly everyone from soccer moms in Nebraska to fashion critics in New York had an opinion about what a 12-year-old should or shouldn't be wearing. Now, before we go any further, let me remind you that this isn't just about fashion choices or a cute family vacation. This is about two of the most famous people on the planet who happen to share 4 kids and have very, very different ideas about parenting. And when I say different, I mean like comparing a vegan smoothie bowl to a triple bacon cheeseburger. They're just not playing the same game anymore. Kim's camp? They're all about self-expression, confidence, and letting North explore her identity in the spotlight. Kanye's side? Well, let's just say he's not exactly thrilled about his preteen daughter looking like she's ready to headline Coachella. But here's where this story really heats up, and honestly, this is the part that made my jaw hit the floor harder than a dropped iPhone, according to sources close to the situation. And we're talking people who actually know what's happening behind those mansion doors. Kanye didn't just send a casual text saying, hey, maybe tone it down a bit. Oh, no. This man reportedly sent Kim a message that was less worried, Dad, and more I'm about to lawyer up and make this a national news cycle. The phrase all-out war was thrown around. And folks, when Kanye West uses war terminology, you better believe he's not playing checkers. This is a man who once ran for president, interrupted the MTV Video Music Awards, and has never met a controversy he didn't want to befriend. So when he says he's ready to go to battle over his daughter's image, you know it's about to get messy. Let's talk about what's really at stake here, because it's not just about one outfit or one TikTok video. This is about something much bigger, something that touches on parenting in the age of social media, celebrity culture, and the blurry line between childhood and the public eye. North West was literally born into fame. She didn't ask for it, didn't audition for it, but from the moment she took her first breath, cameras were flashing and the world was watching. She's grown up with millions of followers, paparazzi at her birthday parties, and a last name that's more recognizable than most brand logos. For Kim, who built an empire on being in the public eye and turning every moment into content, sharing North's life feels natural, almost like a family business. But for Kanye, who's become increasingly vocal about wanting privacy for his kids and protecting them from what he calls the matrix of Hollywood and media manipulation, every public appearance feels like a betrayal of his children's innocence. And here's the thing that makes this whole situation even more complicated than a Rubik's Cube in the dark. North isn't just some shy kid being pushed into the spotlight against her will. By all accounts, this girl loves the camera, loves fashion, and has opinions stronger than most adults twice her age. She's been rapping at her dad's listening parties, showing off her artwork, and making it very clear that she's got her own personality and style. So, where do you draw the line? When does protecting your child from growing up too fast become stifling their creativity and self-expression? It's like trying to navigate a minefield while blindfolded and riding a unicycle. One wrong move and boom, you're trending on Twitter for all the wrong reasons. Now, let's rewind for a second and talk about how we got here, because this isn't the first time Kanye and Kim have butted heads over parenting decisions. Ever since their divorce was finalized, these two have been operating on completely different frequencies. Remember when Kanye went on that Instagram rampage, posting screenshots and calling out Kim for letting North have a TikTok account in the first place? He was livid, claiming he never agreed to it, saying his daughter was being exploited for views and engagement. Kim clapped back, essentially saying Kanye was trying to control the narrative and that North was having fun being creative with her friends. It was peak divorced parents' energy, playing out for world to see like the world's most expensive episode of Judge Judy. But this Rome situation, this takes it to a whole new level. Because now we're not just talking about North lip-syncing to popular songs or doing silly dances with her cousins. We're talking about her stepping out in clothing that many people, including apparently her father, believe is way too mature for a 12-year-old. And here's where the debate gets really interesting, because depending on who you ask, you're going to get wildly different answers. Some people are Team Kim, arguing that fashion is art, that North is just expressing herself, and that policing what young girls wear is problematic and rooted in outdated thinking. Others are firmly Team Kanye, saying that 12 is still a child, that there's plenty of time for high fashion and risque outfits, and that parents have a responsibility to set boundaries, especially when their kid has millions of people watching their every move. The fashion industry itself is split on this too. Some designers and stylists have come out saying that North is a natural-born fashionista, that her style is bold and creative, and that we should celebrate young people who aren't afraid to take risks with their wardrobe. Others have raised concerns about the sexualization of children in media and fashion, pointing out that there's a difference between age-appropriate fashion experimentation and dressing a preteen like she's walking the red carpet at the Met Gala. And honestly, both sides have valid points. Fashion should be fun and expressive, but also childhood is precious and fleeting, and once you put certain images out there on the internet, they're there forever. It's the digital age dilemma that no parenting book from the 1990s could have possibly prepared us for. And the social media era thing is supposed to work. Spoiler alert, nobody has figured it out yet. Let's also talk about the double standard that's lurking in this whole conversation, like an uninvited guest at a party. If this were North's brothers, Saint or Psalm, dressed in stylish streetwear or designer sneakers, would we even be having this conversation? Probably not. There's something about young girls and fashion that makes everyone suddenly become a parenting expert with strong opinions. Society has always been weirdly obsessed with policing what girls wear. From school dress codes that punish girls for showing their shoulders to the constant commentary on female celebrities' outfits. North is caught in the middle of that cultural crossfire, and honestly, it's got to be exhausting being 12 years old and having strangers on the internet debate whether your outfit is appropriate. Like, can you imagine being in middle school and having millions of people analyzing your fashion choices? I can barely remember what I wore yesterday without having a panic attack about it. Kanye's concerns, from what sources are saying, go beyond just this one outfit. He's apparently worried about the long-term effects of North growing up in such an exposed environment, constantly being photographed, constantly being judged, and potentially being pushed to grow up faster than she should. And look, say what you want about Kanye West, and trust me, there's a lot to say, but when it comes to his kids, he's always been vocal about wanting to protect them. He's talked about how the Kardashian brand and the constant media attention affected him during his marriage, and he doesn't want his children to go through the same thing. In his mind, he's fighting for his daughter's childhood, for her right to just be a kid without the pressure of being a fashion icon or social media. Thanks so much for watching Celebrity Treadmill. We'll catch you in the next one.